Greetings. Welcome. This is Marcus Arana, also called Holy Old Man Bull, and I'm here to welcome you to San Francisco's Trans Day of Visibility. Well, I'm not actually here. I'm here, I'm not there. I'm here at home because I can't be there, and I can't be there because I had a medical emergency on March 22nd, anaphylactic shock, and I'm feeling a little bit ill, and I'm so very grateful to the organizers of this event for allowing me some access and being able to bring my message to you via pre-recorded message. So, I want to remind you that you are on Ramaytush Ohlone land, my cousins. I want to remind you that it's always been their land and it will always be their land. And what you need to do, if you will, please, as guests, is to be good to that land. Do everything you can to make it better. Clean up behind you. Leave things better than you found it. Bend over and pick up a piece of paper and toss it in the garbage. Every little bit, then you can make San Francisco more whole and more beautiful. Only brings honor and respect to the Ramaytush people. And if you have any time, money, energy, resources that you can donate to the Association of Ramaytush, I personally would encourage you to consider making some kind of a gesture in that way, because you can acknowledge that land belongs to something, but that is hollow in the absence of action. And since you can't give land back, what can you give back? That's my message to you about that. I also want to talk to you very briefly about time, because after what I went through and having a very close call with the Grim Reaper, I was really reminded about time and the value of time. And time is not a renewable resource. It does not come in an unlimited supply. And those of us who are blessed enough and lucky enough and survived and hardy enough to have made it into our elder years recognize the value and the beauty of time. And so what I want to say to you is, don't waste it. Don't waste it at all. Use what you have. Do wonderful things. Laugh. Have a good time. Eat good food. Have friendships and loveships and all of that stuff. And be of service to others. But use your time in a beautiful way. And when I say don't waste it, I don't mean don't lay on your back on the grass and look up at the sky and ponder the stars or the clouds. What I mean to say is, don't waste your time doubting yourself. Don't waste your time hating yourself. Don't waste your time buying into any of the aggressions that we're peppered with all day long, every single day of our lives as trans people. Love yourself and throw away the condemnation, throw away the self-loathing, throw away the self-judgment, because all of that is a waste of your time. I also want to say that, sorry, I had to make notes for this one. This backlash that we're experiencing, it's going to end. And this is a predictable backlash to the civil rights gains that happened in the couple of decades before now. And in creating visibility and in creating civil rights, we didn't create the backlash, but they suddenly noticed that we were here and we weren't going away. And in fact, we were unapologetic about our beings. And rightly so, we should be. So what I want to say to you is, only through work, commitment, and participation are we going to turn the tide of what's going on politically. Because the real deal is, apathy will kill progress. Apathy kills progress. You have to engage. You have got to constantly engage. Even if you have to hold your nose, you have to engage. Because otherwise, the bad people win and things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. And don't take no for an answer when it comes to making social change and political change. There's no such thing as an impossibility, because I've seen a lot of impossibilities become possible in my time. When I was a kid, it was impossible to be on the moon. And now we have satellites that are billions of miles shooting messages back to the Earth. Lots of things that were seen impossible. Gender affirming care was once seen as impossible, and yet it seems to be the rule of the land. So what I want to say to you is don't take no and dare to dream what you want to be possible and then make it happen without taking no for an answer, because you know who you are. And who you are is beautiful and singular and rare and gorgeous. So I want you to remember, in the middle of all of the hardships and the day-to-day mundane struggle of the suffering of human existence, that great beauty is everywhere. That the planets rotate, that the stars give off energy, that galaxies bloom everywhere, that the great mystery of creation is so abundant and so awesome if we can only still see the stars in the night sky. So don't ever lose sight of the beauty, the wonder, the great mystery of who it is to be who we are. And know that us, as trans and gender expansive people, make the tapestry of what the human experience is even that more beautiful, grand, and colorful. So dare to be you, unapologetically you, audaciously you, unforgivably you, in every stroke and stripe that and dot and speckle that you are, because you are beautiful. And I love you. And the last thing I want to remind you of is that you are the future elders. You know, I come and I talk to you as much as I can to remind you that there are elder trans people and that this is what you have to look forward to. And it's a beautiful thing. Aging is nothing to be feared. I want you to embrace it with your heart and soul, because it's a beautiful thing if you're blessed enough to get the years to see the gray hairs come in. Because what you gain is well worth the time and the blood, sweat, and tears. So knowing that you are the future elders, you need to think ahead, because the work that you're doing, it's not just to make our lives better right now, it's to make everything better for people who aren't even born yet, because that's the purpose of all of this. It's got nothing to do with us. It never has. It's always had to do with those who come after us. And so that's why it's so very important right now to not let up, to keep going, to keep showing up, to keep doing the work, to keep being brave and beautifully yourselves, because you're making a difference every single day, whether you know it or not. So build on the sacrifices of the generations who came before you. Think in innovative ways about how to make things better, and show the children and those who come after you how they can make things better. I absolutely love you, and I hope to see you at the Trans March. In the meantime, what I want to do is offer a blessing and to call in the ancestors, those who have come before us, the generations that fan out behind us, and the generations of unborn that fan out in front of us. And just to say, grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, those who came before us and those who come after us, thank you for the beauty and the joy and the miracle of this moment of being together, being alive at this time, right here, right now together, and sharing this experience of this day, and the joy and celebration of our visibility, and the hopes for a better life for future generations of trans and gender expansive people. Watch over us and keep us safe. Keep us safe from harm, keep us safe from ridicule, keep us safe from people who would bring us down, and surround us with love. Give every living creature clean air, clean water, food, shelter, a warm, dry bed, family, companionship, community, purpose. Watch over this planet. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for coming. Enjoy the day, and I'll see you soon. I love you.